What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap video after one of the most embarrassing moments I've seen from DSP Gaming in quite a while. That's right. And of course, it involves Pokemon, low support, and fake tipping himself. That's right. Last night was just a complete cluster. It really was. If you want to watch it, I'll link the video to this video, and we'll be talking about it today on the podcast at 9:45 Eastern. If you got nothing better to do, you can come hang out. But my lord, that on top of the Grace Thorp saga that keeps unraveling and unfolding, and that's getting very interesting. And our boy Phil is again wrapped himself up into drama. Again, self-inflicted, something he didn't have to do. But since he decided he wanted to dip into someone's DMs, especially a woman, now he has to deal with the consequences. That's right. All right, let's see what Phil had to say on the Daily Rap. It's 9 minutes long, so you know what? I'm going to speed this up. Hopefully I can get this hopefully get this video done in under 15 minutes, but we'll see. So let's get into it.
Good evening, everyone. DSP here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Tuesday, the 11th of August, 2026. Please forgive me as I need to move through this quickly. I stayed late tonight. Let's go. Started off today with the DSP Morning Show, where I talked about a big variety of topics, addressing questions, and having a good time with the audience. Notably, updates on the upcoming Dusk Blood Closed Network test, how I can play it, but I can't capture or stream it, which I think is dumb, but what can I do? I can't make them, allow people to do that. Upcoming changes to the YouTube Partner Program, and more. Then, after that, we started with Marvel Tocon. But the funny part was, I got an incredible amount of support during the DSP Morning Show. I'm not even kidding you.
All right, well, first of all, the one thing he didn't mention, of course, was the Grace Thorp saga. That's right. If you don't know who Grace Thorp is, just Google Grace Thorp. Or go to Twitter. You'll find out. It's an insane father-daughter duel. And apparently DSP is trying to get involved with them. I mean, I guess he didn't learn his lesson with Ethan Ralph. So he decided he wanted to, jump from the pan to the fire. And of course, now he's having crash outs. Yesterday was the third crash out about the same topic. And of course, it's not going to go away. People are going to keep asking him and so on. And the next shoe to drop might be her leaking the DMs, or even if there was nothing odd about the DMs, she can hang it over Phil and, detractors and make it seem like, yep, there's more to it. There's something a bit incestuous or devious or insane about it. And, she could do herself well, and she can actually give Phil some agita for a couple weeks, especially since we know Kat listens from time to time, especially when Phil's involved with some other woman. So, again, this is the third woman that DSP, this is the fifth woman that we know of DSP sliding into the DMs. It was Panthily the first time, Kat the second time, Becky Boop, Early Bird, and then now Grace Thorpe. Good Lord, man. Phil, come on, brother. I mean, we always thought that you were, you didn't like really females too much. But I guess you're proving us wrong. So, all right, let's keep going.
I got over $200 of support just on the morning show. So as a result, we already were lined up to open a whole bunch of packs of Yu-Gi-Oh cards on the stream. So, Marvel Tocon, what did we do today?
By the way, he still complained. I think he made like 2 something, a little bit more. Nobody cared about Marvel Tocon. And then, of course, on the night stream, he got stuck at like $50. Ended the show and then had to fake tip himself because, of course, he had the itch for opening up packs. And but he quickly memory hold that he made $200 on the first stream. He forgot about that when he was acting up last night like a fool because people didn't support Pokemon. So good job there, Phil.
Well, first off, Marvel Tocon on PC had a huge 10 gigabyte update yesterday where Arxis claimed they fixed all the issues with the online play. No more stuttering, no more rollback, no more freezing, no more lag or problems. It's all fixed. That's what they claim. So we start playing Marvel Tocon, and today we did the Unbreakable X-Men plotline in the offline episode story mode. It was about an hour long, so actually the shortest of all. I think I had the least problem with it this time than I did the first 2 runs. Played with Storm most of the time, although you did get a chance to play with each character one time. Overall, I did like Storm as a character and had fun, and the story was good. Once again, 3 story modes done, and they're all really good. And then I said, well, we got extra time. We got about 90 minutes. Let's jump online and see if what Arxis has said is true.
No.
Arxis lied, or at least they're just incompetent. They claimed this patch fixed all the online problems. In over an hour of me playing online, I could only find 4 opponents. That's it. Normally, any other fighting game, you're getting matches nonstop for a hot new fighting game. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're not getting any opponents. Where are they all? Can't find anyone. The few people I played, one was over 100 millisecond lag fest connection. I could only actually find people once I went from searching for a 4-bar or higher to a 3-bar connection, meaning I could only find laggy people for some reason. Online experience was terrible. Either the game lagged to crap and was so hard to control you couldn't even do special moves, or when I finally did qualify for ranked and I played it, here's how everyone in ranked plays. Stand mid-screen, find a character that has insane range, and just keep throwing out their insanely safe full-range medium attack, and if it hits once, do a giant 50% combo. Otherwise, just do it a couple times, call out assist to be safe, keep doing it again. That's the whole game. That's the whole game. Marvel Tocon is stand mid-screen with someone who has range, poke endlessly safely, and if it hits, 50% combo, wash, rinse, repeat. Every once in a while, do the super armor overhead move. That's the whole game. Not exaggerating, not kidding. That's the game. It's terrible. The actual gameplay of the game when it works is awful. So trying to play the game online, you have an insanely hard time trying to find people. And then when you find them, they lag. If they don't, the game is terrible anyway. On top of all that, the game crashed. It actually disabled my joystick in the middle of me playing. I'm not kidding. I had to completely close the game and open it to fix this issue. The game continuously minimized itself in the middle of matches, which would just go away on my screen. Like, where is it? And I have to find it again, bring it back on screen. It's a horrendous, buggy, unfinished, unpolished mess. Marvel Tocon is a ripoff. Do not buy this game on PC under any circumstance unless you're okay with only playing it offline locally with people. Trying to play this online is a horrendous waste of your time. You'll never enjoy it. It's a waste of time and money. Basically what happened was, during the entire time that I played this game, even the hour of offline and then the hour of online, I received less than $10 of support. No one liked it at all across the board, and people were literally begging me to stop. At the end, someone tipped me $11 and said, please don't ever play this again. The game is awful. Just stop wasting your time. We'd rather see you do anything else. So, folks, I tried. I can't get enough people to be interested in the offline stories. There's 2 left. I would love to play them, but no one really cares. And the online gameplay is atrocious. So there is no reason to play the game again. I'm done. Literally, I'm done. There's just no reason. Even when it works, the gameplay mechanics they put into the game suck. It's not even a viable fighting game. It's a stand and poke from mid-screen game, get 1 hit. Oh, I'd say I won. It's terrible. It's actually a poorly designed game on top of it also being awful online. Done with it. Tried it, gave it an honest shot. Sucks that I've spent money on it. What are you going to do? Write it off as a mistake and move on. There's tons of other games to play. There's tons of other things to do. I'm not wasting time on this anymore. Okay? So then we did DSP pack.
Okay, so yep, he officially wage quit Marvel Tocon. Man, that was faster than I thought. I thought he was going to try to give it a try, maybe come back to it, or, of course, like he always does, break down and buy the PS5 version, which I thought he was going to do. And the thing is, you knew that's what everyone was doing. The reason why you couldn't find anyone playing the match was because everyone went to PS5. All the people that played this game went and played it on PS5. So, of course, the only people that you're going to buy are probably people that just don't give a crap, right? But you wanted to prove a point, right, Phil? You wanted to prove that you were correct. You did nothing wrong. You did everything correct. And instead of just doing what most normal people would do that actually create content, right? And they know that their livelihood is dependent on producing content, right? And occasionally you'll buy a game, you buy it on the wrong platform, and then you buy it on the other platform. Easy peasy, right? Instead of doing that, no, you wanted to double down and prove some type of point that you're not an idiot. So you're just gonna treat it like crap. You're gonna not put your effort into it. You know what I mean? It's almost like a fait accompli there, Phil. Really? And what was the point? What was the actual point? The only thing that sucked was that you did get early support early on because people wanted to see Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Some dent wanted to see Yu-Gi-Oh card and gave you $100 or whatever. But if it wasn't for that, you probably would have left with about $20 that day. And I wish that would have happened, because when you act like that and you treat games like that, just to prove some stupid ass point, you don't deserve any money. You deserve to get no money, to add insult to injury to you. But, you were content because you were able to open up some packs in the afternoon. I guess that's the most important thing right there, Phil. Now, speaking of opening packs, this next segment's going to be delicious. We know he's going to talk about the night stream, and that was just a complete, utter shit show and a disaster. So let's see what he has to say about this.
We opened, I want to say it was like 4 or 5 packs of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or it might have been 6 or 7. I actually don't remember. It was a good amount. And this time we actually got our first significant hit. So significant, made it to the wall. It's about 1150. It's a pretty cute card, actually. And I'm happy to have gotten a hit in Yu-Gi-Oh! That actually could make my wall. Now I've gotten a hit of every kind of cards that made the Wall of Fame, which is really neat. So that was the first stream. Second stream tonight was Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. And first half of the stream, we finished Victory Road and got to the Elite Four. Second half of the stream was the Elite Four. I'm not going to lie. First half of the stream was very chill, fun, exploration, leveling. Second half, the Elite Four was incredibly difficult. They whooped my butt. And by the time that I was at the end and I beat all 4 of them, I didn't have enough items to revive my whole team for the champion fight. So I only have 3 Pokemon for the champion fight, and we ran out of time. I don't know how I'm going to beat it. Now, in addition to all of that happening, once again, Kick Chat was incredibly toxic tonight for some bizarre reason. And actually, I said to everyone at the beginning of the stream, you know, this week for some reason was actually my slowest week on Kick ever in history. I don't know why, but I got almost no support. I mean, this week so far, I think I got 6 subs and $40 of kicks, and that was it. And I said, that's the worst week I've ever had. That's really bad. It would be great tonight if you're watching on Kick, if you could just support something, a single sub, 100 kicks, something. Pretty much nothing. 2 people, I think, contributed all night, and it was like 500 kicks each, and that was it. So at the end of the night, I'm not kidding, $60 to support for Pokemon. And I said, well, guys, that's incredibly disheartening. There's no way I'm going to do extra post-game now. But
again, Phil, I love how the Kick Chat is always toxic, and you need to bring it up whenever there's low support. When there's good support or some support, they're not toxic, right? So again, this just shows that Phil weighs everything based on how much money he gets. He does this with everything in his life. You know what I mean? You know, his mom was a good mom because she bought him stuff. But if she didn't buy him anything, she would be a terror. You know what I mean? That's pretty disgusting, Phil. That every measurement in your life, everything you do, you measure it based on how much money you can make out of it. Good God, man. I mean, I've talked about, well, Phil's talked about this before too, where he's such a greedy person, man. I mean, if you ever hear him talking about his wife and whatever, and her job and what she has to be responsible and paid for, it's like 2 roommates living together. I'm pretty sure she probably has to pay all the bills and he pays the mortgage and everything's 50-50, and she probably has to pay 50% of the grocery bills. It's quite fucking disgusting. You know, when they had, you know, when she can't play on his PCs, you know what I mean, his business PCs. She has to work or play on her own PC. They had to have 2 separate Xboxes because, you know, she wasn't allowed to touch his Xbox. That's some insane fucking shit. But he does this with everything, and he did it yesterday with Kick support, and he's been doing it for quite a while, and he's just upset that Kick had just dried up. Even Lance Catamaran hasn't supported in like 3 months. I guess he heard the whale call from his bed and came out and dropped 100 Kick, and like his attitude was just like, oh yeah, thanks Lance, all right, thank you for the 100 Kick. Like, why aren't you giving me more, whale? And no one's there. Future Stepdad's gone. Everyone's gone. The only people supporting him are like randos that come in every once in a while that drop, you know, maybe 10 subs or whatever. And then the other people are the trolls that have troll names that just want to see their names highlight. Even 220 has come back and started donating again, but he gives Phil barely nothing. He might give him like $10 a stream, if that. Not even. He just gives kicks just to drop messages on Phil. But he's not dropping, you know, the 20, 30, 50 subs that he used to. No, those days are long gone. So, of course, Phil is depressed. He made a whopping $70 this week on Kick. Now, he should be grateful. I mean, it's not like he's doing any more additional work. You know, he's basically just restreaming from YouTube to Kick. So, you should be happy for an additional $70 in support, brother. You don't deserve it. But you should at least be content, and you shouldn't be sitting there deriding your fucking half of your viewership because they didn't support appropriately. Good God, he's gonna get into it right here some more. So, and of course, he already threatened Pokemon, and I think he was at $60 last night when he shut off the stream, and literally 5 minutes later, he turned it back on, and then had some just contrived story about someone just tipped me $50. And they said, pack it or rip it, or it's the same message that he's been getting recently with these anonymous tips. And of course, we all know it's no anonymous person drop. It's him. He got so desperate. He wanted to I mean, he was already pissed off that he didn't get any support. Like, the support was slow. He's pissed off about that. He was pissed off that Pokemon's not getting supported. So he was just, and then on top of that, the third and final straw for him was he wasn't gonna be able to open up any packs. So he said, the hell with that. I want to open up packs. I'm going to fake a tip. And then it just opened up the gates for fake tips. All these anonymous tips, all anonymous tips came in to support him opening up packs. It was insane. Excuse me.
We'll do is next time we'll try to finish if I have to redo the Elite Four and then basically, you know, beat the game and beat the champion, see the credits roll, and that'll be it. You know, I'm not going to do post-game content if everyone says Pokemon's dried up or whatever. I'm literally taking my stream down and someone tips $50. I come back, I say, okay, well, now we qualified for pack rips, and then another...
No, you shut your stream off, right? You let it run like you always do, and then 5 minutes when you notice no one was supporting, you drop that fake anonymous tip. That's what happened there, Phil.
Tip comes in, then another tip comes in. By the end of the night, I'm open...
No, it was 2 tips, and they were both by the same person, okay? The same fake anonymous, right? They were basically you, because you didn't want to just open up 1 pack. You wanted to open up, you know, 5 or whatever. So that's what happened, folks. The video is out there. You guys can go see Raw Phil's stream.
7 packs of Surging Sparks and a pack of Prismatic Evolutions. So it goes from an incredibly under-supported stream to a great stream, but the support wasn't for Pokemon. The person specifically came back and said they wanted to see live pack rips, and they showed up last minute.
So right there, he just contradicted himself because, he said all the support started coming in, right? Making it seem like it was multiple people when he just basically snitched on himself and said it was just the one person that came in that wanted to see card packs. And that one person, of course, that wanted to see the card packs was Phil himself.
So we did, and the good news is we got a hit. We actually got a $9 and change Kecleon out of Surging Sparks. It's a really nice looking card. I really like it to add to the collection. Sadly, not good enough to hit the wall, but still a really nice card. Happy to have gotten it. And
except 2 or 3
we opened all those cards, and we did get some EXs and stuff, but nothing else. Sadly, even the Prismatic Evolutions, nothing. So we did a bunch of cards. It was a fun episode, just no real results. Okay, so anyway, great night. Just last minute support out of nowhere that was not expected. Obviously, I would have liked it to go better than that and have people actually come by and support for the game. They didn't. So essentially, now here's the deal. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond is now exactly in the same spot as Dark Souls 2. We got one more stream to basically beat the game. If people show up to that stream and support it and say, we want post-game, we want DLC, I'll do it. If people don't show up and it's a dead final stream, forget it. We're done with the game. We just wrap it up. We move on.
Okay, there you go. You know it's bad when Phil is going to wage quit Pokemon. Good Lord, what is he going to do now? He's wage quit pretty much every game out there. So to wrap it up, he's wage quit Dark Souls 2 extra content, DLC or whatever. He wage quit Marvel Tocon after what, a 3rd stream, a 2nd stream? He's going to wage quit Pokemon. He's just going to finish up the main game and not play any additional DLC or whatever. I mean, this is just a pattern with Phil. I mean, seriously. I mean, we're going to get the speech pretty soon where he needs to transition to more drama, talking, chill streams versus gameplay because no one wants to pay game. And then when no one pays for that, you know, and then he'll play one game and get support, then he'll say, well, I guess most people want me to play games. And it's the constant fucking merry-go-round with DSP. It never changes in the Snortex. Good God, Phil, man. Anyway, like I always say, I know he's frustrating, but I enjoy it because I like seeing him just tailspin. This is what this is. This is a complete tailspin because he doesn't know what to do. And especially now with Kick drying up. Kick had been dried up for about a year. And it's just getting even worse now because, of course, he keeps banning everybody. You know what I mean? Like, do you really think even a troll name that support you think I'm going to ban them? No, you just let them say whatever the fuck they want to say. If they're tipping you, cool. If not, whatever. Because again, Phil, you're getting paid. You're getting paid for Kick. It doesn't matter who the hell is on there and what they're saying. You're getting paid either way, brother. And you say that all the time, too, when you want to cope and seed, right? Anyway, let me wrap it up. I've went over my 15-minute mark, but I tried, folks. Alrighty, everyone. Talk to you later. Peace out.